the prisoners at Pelican Bay, which was the first prison that we built specifically for the purpose of long-term isolation, began to organize. And you have to picture that organizing when you're isolated means yelling across the corridor as best you can through a metal door, or yelling through the ventilation system or the pipes to try to communicate with one another. But they were determined to communicate with people across all the gang groups, across all the so-called gang groups and the ethnic groups within the facility, and to try to agree on a tactic for how to address their grievances. And they came upon the tactic of a hunger strike, because it's a nonviolent tactic with a great history, and they wanted to choose a nonviolent tactic, and they, by the same process, came up with a list of demands and got the word out to groups like AFSC around the state, saying if you don't organize on the outside, this is not going to be successful. Their first strike was in 2011 in July, and they were on strike for 3 weeks. The second strike was in the fall of 2011 for another 30 days, well, for another 3 weeks, I think. And they achieved some important agreements in the second hunger strike, including case-by-case reviews. Everyone who was being held basically for just gang affiliation was going to receive a hearing. And when those hearings were held, 70% of the people who had a hearing were cleared for movement to general population, and have been very successful since they were transferred. Another thing that they were asking for, and that began to happen in 2011, was creation of a step-down program where people could show that they could get along with a lot of different groups and gradually work their way out of the shoe. Unfortunately, the department set this up as a 4-year process, which was really pretty ridiculous when you think about how long it would take to prove your ability to do that. So the other thing that was important that happened in 2012 was a call to end hostilities, because the prisoners said, if the reason they're putting us in these units is for our inability to get along, we need to take that excuse away. And they issued a call to end hostilities for people who were fighting, supposedly fighting around their ethnic identities.